Hello, Applied 30S class. Today we're going to deal with solving problems with reason. So I'm on page 34 in your yellow booklet. Imagine you are lost in the woods. You come across a cabin, and inside you find a lantern, a candle, a wood stove with wood in it, and a match. What do you light first? I want you to think about it. Would you light the lantern first? Would you light the candle? Would you light the wood in the wood stove? Would you light the match? Let's think. How would you be able to light a lantern? Can you just automatically snap your fingers and there it goes? What about a candle? What do you need to light a candle? You need fire. How do you make fire? So the first thing that you need to light is the match. Because once you light the match, you can light everything else. But if you don't light the match first, you won't be able to light anything. Think about this problem for a moment and write your answer along with your reasoning in your notebook. Talk to a neighbor about your solution to the problem. In other words, you can't talk to your neighbor because you're listening to it right now. Try to come up with a solution you can both agree on. Afterwards, we will see what our thoughts were. So I'll ask you in class. Never mind, got ahead of myself. That was for this match question. So scratch that out. So key points to remember, inductive and deductive reasoning are useful in problem solving. Inductive reasoning uses observations and patterns to draw conclusions. Deductive reasoning uses known facts or assumptions to draw conclusions. So an example, use inductive reasoning to make reasoning about the following number trip to make a conjecture about the starting and ending numbers, and then use deductive reasoning to prove the conjecture is true. So, choose a number. Let's say I want to choose 4. So I picked 4 and I followed through on all the steps. Begin by creating examples for inductive reasoning. So in this case, I chose the number 5. 5 times 6 is 30. 30 plus 4 is 34. Divide that by 2, it equals 17. And subtract from 2 equals 15. So as you can see, I used the numbers -3, 0, and 24. Now look for a pattern and create a general proof that works for all scenarios for deductive reasoning. Let's choose the number to be n. First we multiply 6 by n, then we add 4, then we divide by 2, and now we subtract by 2. Now simplify. Therefore, we're getting 6n plus 4 divided by 2, subtract 2 equals 3n plus 2 minus 2 equals 3n. Therefore, the ending number will always be 3 times the starting number. Let's look back to see if my 4 worked. Ooh, I started with 4. 3 times 4 is 12. Proved it correct. Now I want you to try something. 12 players and 2 coaches of a new basketball team met for the first time. Each person shook the hand of every other person. How many handshakes were exchanged? Do you use inductive or deductive reasoning for the solution? I want you to write it down in your notebook, and then I'm going to check it in class. So, if you want to pause it here and try it, go ahead. Otherwise, just complete it at the end of this lecture. All right, another one we have, this one on page 37. Sue signed up for a games night at school along with 7 other people. Dave, Angie, Joss, Tanya, Joy, Stu, and Linus. The 8 of them were split into 4 pairs of partners. When the game started, Dave and his partner were to the left of Stu. Across from Dave was Sue, who was to the right of Josh, Dave's brother's partner. Tanya was across from Stu. Joy was not on Stu's right. So I want you to name the 4 pairs of partner. I want you to pause it and then come up with your answer, and I'll check it in class. The other one I want you to do, Keenan just said hi, so Keenan, you'll be on this video as he laughs down the hallway. If a tree falls in the forest, does the tree make a sound when it hits the ground? Interesting question. I'd like to know your answer. So write it down in your notebook and I'll check it. Your assignment is to complete page 38 and 39. Also make sure that you are done your infographic. And have a good rest of your day.